Video about the Peddlesoft e-voting platform, and this is just uniquely from the voter perspective. Now, there are three ways the voters can seamlessly vote, and this is just to make the user experience super nice, and it also depends on how the admin wants to configure it. First is the voter can vote via a unique identifier, which is either an email or a phone number, and an accreditation code that will be sent to them. There's another, which is they can just vote by just using a code, and then there's a third, which is just by a unique link only, so there will only be need to enter code at that point. And I'm going to run through these three demonstrations from the voter perspective. So the first is email, phone, and code. And how this works is that the voter is sent a link. The voter uses the link to access the e-voting platform. The voter enters their email or phone number, which is their unique identifier, and enters an accreditation code, which was sent to them via email or WhatsApp. Let me show how that works. So when you come to the election page, this is the election page. You're going to see everything about the election, about what the election is about, when it starts, when it ends, what positions are available to be voted for, and a little instruction to voters down below here. At this point is where you enter your email address, phone number, or voter ID. Now, we made voter ID available because from experience, there are times where people would neither have email address or phone number, or probably due to GDPR, they wouldn't want to share that. So they will want us to create the voter ID for them and communicate that to them, right? So it depends on how, whichever way any organization wants to operate. But at this point, I can enter email address, phone number, or voter ID, and then my accreditation code that was sent to me. So I'm just going to use a test account here, ola@gmail.com, and the accreditation code for Ola is Ola2025. Once I submit, it validates my details and brings me to the voting page. Now on the voting page, I can see on the left all the positions that I need to vote for. Here I can see the candidates. They don't have pictures. The reason is because I didn't upload any pictures for them. And then there's an activity log. So once I start voting, I can get feedback on my activity, log on the right here. So for president, you have Brianna and Rudyard. So if I vote for Brianna, it says you've selected Brianna Edwards for president at this time. So for vice president, I can select Robertson, and then it tells me I voted for Robertson. For secretary, I can do Kelly. FinSec, there's only one position, and I can just select the person. There's also the option of what you call a no preferred candidate. So if you have just one position, you can also add an option called no preferred candidate. And I'll show how you do this from the admin side as well. So just in case, you can give people an option of, not voting for. So like in this case, Jasmine is the only one that's coming up for this sports secretary. And you could say, I don't want to vote for Jasmine. No preferred candidate as well. For treasurer, I can also say no preferred candidate, or I can vote for Cardman. So when you are done voting, you can see all the check marks here. It tells you that you finished voting. If there's anyone you've missed, it's going to tell you that you've missed one. You can click on change here to go back to that person and change to no preferred candidate, or you can click on any of them here and just go back to vice president and change that to Aurelia Stewart. Come back to election, it says now change to Aurelia Stewart, and you can see it updates for me as well on this side of the screen that, oh, my vote for vice president has changed to this person. Then I can submit the votes. When I click submit, it tells you this cannot be undone. Of course, it cannot be undone. And I click submit because I'm sure. And then it's going to tell me that thank you for voting, and I can rate my voting experience. Oh, it was nice. That was not good. And I can write blah 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 here and submit my feedback. So that's one way to vote. So the second way to vote is unique link and code. Now, how this works is that each voter is sent a unique link. So this is usually sent maybe to their WhatsApp number or email, and a voter uses the link to access the e-voting platform. Voter only needs to enter their accreditation code, right? So let me show you how that works. So on this page, I'm just going to put in the link. So it's assuming this link here has already been sent to me via WhatsApp, and I can, once I click on the link, it's going to bring me to this page. But you can see the difference between this page and the one before it is that it tells me who I am, right? Because this link is unique to me, right? No two persons can use this link. So it tells me, hi, Oladele Badojo. It tells me my email, and it gives me my voter ID as well. So this is what I was telling about voter ID in the initial screen. So here, all I need to do is just enter my accreditation code. Makes that very simple for all of us to manage. So I can just do OLA at 2025 and submit, and it's going to give me the same election view. I can vote for everybody I want to vote for, and I can do submit votes, and I should be submitted. My vote should now be submitted. Yep, that's that for that. Then the third way is this: unique link only, right? So how does this work? Each voter is sent a unique link. When the voter clicks on the link, they access the e-voting platform, and on this link there is no need to enter any code or identifier per se. So I'll show you how that works. Again, I'm just gonna go to my browser and just enter the unique link for this. So as you can see on this screen, is the same election, right, with the same candidates and positions, but it tells me my details already, and it only tells me start, right? And so the beauty about this is so it depends on so I've been about this business for over 14 years, right? So and we've done digital transformation at different levels. So the reason why we made this screen different is so that depending on the confidence level of the members, you can say, okay, we want to do email and code, or just want to do code, or just want to do a unique link, right? And everybody gets a unique link sent to them, and they just come here and click start. So once you click start, you have access into the voting dashboard, right? So I click start here, it takes me to my voting dashboard. Exactly same thing again. I can vote, of course, gives me my election summary, and I can submit at this point, right? So there's also a place for voting experience as well. So you give us feedback, how you like it. You have any thoughts, you click submit. That should come through as well. And I think it will also be important for the admins to have some sort of feedback as to what they can do or improve about the e-voting process. The next video I'm going to make will be about the admin side. The admin has a lot from the process, from creating the election itself, to adding candidates and positions, to the dashboard where you see voting activities, to editing voters, sending them accreditation code. All of that whole works. I believe we had shown a bit of that in our presentation earlier, but I'm going to do a separate video to really demonstrate that and how it works.